let's talk about a little bit of strategy on how to get after, the cash, the points, Hawaii, And so let me go ahead and get my screen back up here. Okay, so let's talk about your winning strategy over the next 6 days here till Sunday night, starting tonight. And so here we go. So it's the basics, guys. It is crazy how you excel in the basics, you just go all the way, right? And so each day, what do we do? We talk to X amount of people, we follow X amount of people, and we get X amount of people to see the opportunity. So the key is, you want to stay in that mode. You want to get better like never before. Just let's get down to basics 101. And let me just open up because this was last minute, we didn't get to put this in there. But my encouragement to you, if you so have a faith, is use your faith first. Ask God to lead you. And remember, God is excited for you. He is super excited to see you prosper and be blessed in this. And he's super excited to use you to find all the people that he has in store for you. You just got to be able to talk to a ton of people to get to the few that he has for you, which is going to be the majority that's going to build your whole future. So we've got tonight, we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So how many people do you plan on talking to each day? Between now and then, how many people you follow, and how many people are you committed to see the opportunity? And we're going to expand on this in a minute. All righty. So, and let's get to really the heart of this. And what's your why? What's your why on why you want to do this? What is it right now that is exciting you about this opportunity? Okay. And who could use, another $225 or double that, or triple? If you sign some people up, right? I mean, you literally could walk away making $1,000 more this week, from this. But what could an extra $225 do for your Christmas? And so, what is your why? Ask your why, and and then how successful are you on your Hawaii tracker? Where are you at? How many points are you looking for? And so you want to be pull out that Hawaii tracker, and and taking and obviously looking at where your gap is at and how you're going to leverage this next 6 days to be able to put more points on there, right? So your why is in relation to this week is your focus. And life is like a camera. What you focus on will develop. And what you see, along with your expectation, is going to shape what you say, and your words create your world. So what are you seeing? All right. So here, what you want to do from there is you want to then set your goals with your why. Your goals based on how many people are you going to need to talk to that you want to talk to, and how much cash is it that you really want to earn, and once again, those points. And next is you got to know what you're going to say. A lot of you sometimes maybe what you're saying, how you're saying what you're saying is just maybe you're kind of getting rusty, and really what it is, it's your belief. It's your conviction. It's your belief in two fronts. It's your belief on the patch, and it's your belief in this opportunity. And what this opportunity does is it buys people time. And so, and like, money is one of the main challenges that creates divorce. It also causes potential child abuse. I mean, the lapses of it. I'm not saying money's going to fix it, but the pressure and stress of it and lack of handling it properly, and it creates problems. So, and people are working harder than ever before to make less than they ever did before. And where else can they go to make this kind of money? Where else do they have an opportunity to share hope with a patch that could change lives? And going back to the basics of understanding this and listening to other former SPDs and what have you, leaders in this business, talk about their conviction, talk about their belief. What I do is I am going to play for you real quickly a 3-minute excerpt, because I just want you to get supported again on just getting convicted. Here's a 3-minute to listen to Joe Navarro and just gain some nuggets.
Where you're working from a list. You're writing down a list of 100 names. Now, once we have that list, How do we contact that list? That's why I'm here. I'm going to help you. Okay. So we pick up the phone, and you have to you have to have courage. Again, text messages are weak. You have to pick up the phone, and I'm going to give you word choices I use. So let's say I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling Brian. First off, if I'm going to text him. If he doesn't answer, I'm going to say, hey, Brian, call me back. It's important. It's life-changing stuff. You got to hear about this because it is life-changing, okay? So when you're picking up the phone, and let's say I'm calling Brian, here's how the conversation's going to go. I'm picking up the phone, I'm calling Brian, and I'll say something like, hey, Brian, listen, thanks for taking my call. I'm so excited. I'm calling you for a specific reason. Do you have just a couple minutes? I'm not going to backdoor him and say, hey, how the kids? How's Sally? How's it? Oh. No, I'm going to say, listen, I'm calling you for a specific reason. Do you have a few minutes? This is life-changing stuff. Got it? Next, if he says, yeah, sure, what's up? I'm going to say, well, listen, I've got to ask you, Brian, what do you know about stem cells? That's a great question. Brian, hey, listen, what do you know about stem cells? And just let him talk. After listening to him, you want to tell him what you have your hands on. Well, listen, Brian, I'm so excited. Thanks for sharing what you said. But listen, I've come across the X39 stem cell reactivation patch. I don't know if you've heard about this, but this thing is changing lives, Brian, from A to Z. I'm going to send you This Is It info. That's the link. thisisitinfo.com. All the testimonies are there. Brian, I'm telling you what, you, your mom, your daughter, your brother, everyone in your life needs this, and the stories are going to validate it. Now, when Brian asks questions, guys, I don't answer questions. I fall back on This Is It info. Hey, I'm just getting started, but everything that you've asked, you're going to find here. The case studies, the science, the patents, everything. Then here's this. Here's where you can say, and oh, by the way, because lives are changing, Brian, there is an income opportunity. This company went from 20 million in 2020. This year, it's going to do $600 million. And based off the company's success, here's where I see myself going. Guys, here's where you share your personal vision. I've got 3 kids in private Christian school. I immediately saw that. Brian, listen, with my work in this company and in the company's growth, I see myself paying for my daughter's private Christian school with this in the first 90 days. That's where I see myself. I don't know if you're looking for, to pay off some debt or take some stress off, but this is an opportunity that you need to look at. And here's some great word choices. If I would you. Brian, there's a Zoom tonight at 8 p.m. If I were to send you the link, would you hop on? Now, Brian, listen, I believe you're going to be blown away. If you don't like what you hear in the first 10 minutes, hang up, but I guarantee you're going to be calling me back.
Guys, I just want to give you a refresher on just one take on someone who is confident without resolute. Not only are they confident in the patch, but they're confident on where they believe they can go with the patch, get their daughter's tuition paid for. Hey, are you looking for something that you could use some relief on for that too? Listen, guys, it is so important that you understand we walk on 2 strong legs, the leg of the health of the patch and the blessing of this opportunity. And really, people are going to pick up on where they feel you're going with this. And at the lowest hanging fruit, you say, listen, I'm going to Hawaii and I'm taking a bunch of people with me. This is going to be spectacular. So that's just excerpt. And if you're on our school platform, we have more to say. Visit team, the same thing. And so I know Josh has great resources on what to say, so go with your upline. Lastly, what I want to say is, yeah, exactly. And Greg's got something in chat that's pretty powerful, and that is that he can refer. Greg, you want to chime in on that real quick?
Yeah, in fact, there's a lot of other people that talk about this, but the one thing I always tell people is say, we just discovered the biggest breakthrough, in the medical industry in the field of regenerative medicine. This is a game changer, and we now have the breakthrough, award that you can actually share with the people and make sure they understand this is the greatest breakthrough in medical history in the field of regenerative medicine. So just memorizing little verses like this or little things that you say, because with your excitement, that makes all the difference. And when people hear, well, I got this little kind of thing that might make a difference. No, when you talk about this is the greatest breakthrough in history of medicine ever, I mean, it's like this is a game changer. So little things like that when you're talking to people, and then pointing them to a Zoom, pointing them to a 3-way call with one of the leaders. There's a lot of opportunities. You can use the videos that are out there now. It's a lot of great things you can do, but getting their attention and make sure they understand, that what they know about stem cells or what don't know about stem cells. But this is helping people around the world. It's huge.
Absolutely. And so thanks, Greg, for that. So lastly, the point I'll make is you want to use your support team. Use your support. Use the three-way calls. They're extremely powerful, right? Get your upline. And who's your support team? Your support team are your three active brand partners above you. That's your support team. And you should have their numbers in your phone, and they should have yours likewise. And you should have that in a group community text, because if you, when you need one, you say, listen, I've got someone to be talking to who can jump on a three-way call with me, or who can do a private Zoom for me. You need that support to keep you as the preview and them being the movie, not you being the movie. And that's all about having people see this opportunity.